GTO Trainer, nine-handed, random, always starting at pre-flop, and then just any on everything. 6-4 suited in the hijack, standard fold. Gonna get rid of the stat bar just so I don't get distracted by that. Queen Jack on the button, facing an under the gun raise, fold. Under the gun range there will put Queen Jack in a lot of dominated situations where we're most likely getting outkicked by hands such as Ace Queen, King Queen, Ace Jack, King Jack, and then also some of their bluffs that they did have in that situation of like some Ace 6 suited, they're still 70-30 favorites. Or sorry, we're 70-30 favorites. But if a board comes even Queen High or Jack High, and they're showing a lot of aggression, it's going to be very, very difficult to stick around. Ace 9 suited, facing under the gun open. Once again, standard fold for the same reasons. We're most likely outkicked in a lot of situations, or it's similar to what they have right there. Once again, another 60-40, 70-30 type of thing. But once again, if board comes Ace High, we're most likely outkicked there in a lot of situations. So once again, it can be very hard to stick around. Under the gun, Ace 2 suited, standard raise up. These Ace suited hands that have a lot of good post-flop potential are very good for balancing your under the gun range, making sure that there's enough bluffs in there so that opponents can't basically see you raise under the gun and know that they can snap fold pretty much queens down almost. Knowing that your under the gun range is extremely tight, but you add some of these Ace 2 suited hands that can make you flush. They can make that wheel straight as well. But when you face a 3-bet playing out of position with a very weak ace, even though it's suited, it's going to be a standard fold. And evidently that's the wrong move. So we shouldn't have even been raising that pre-flop. So that should have been a snap fold. Okay, well that's on me, I guess. What are we saying here? Under the gun. Hang on. What are we looking at here? Strategy, is that the one? Okay, so it's only really Ace 3 up. And Ace 3 is at about 50-50, so... Okay, so Ace 2 suited. I right idea of your suited aces, but evidently Ace 2 is just a little bit too down there, I guess. I don't really see much of a difference between your Ace 3 suited and your Ace 2 suited. Basically kind of the same thing. I guess maybe Ace 3 has a better chance of having more of a middle pair rather than just always bottom pair there, but interesting one to me. I would have thought they would kind of be treated the same. Ace 9 offsuit, under the gun +2, snap fold. Just weak, middling, marginal aces, not good. Under the gun 9 deuce, that's a snap fold pretty much in any position. Queen 5, same type of situation, just a snap fold. Low jack, Queen 3 suited, another snap fold. No real need for comments there. Ace 8 suited, under the gun. Standard open. We just saw the under the gun range there before that we're opening all of our suited aces except for Ace 2 suited, and Ace 3 is about a 50-50. We face a 3-bet from the cutoff. When they 3-bet your under the gun open, it's going to be a very, very, very strong range, purely because they're going to be considering how strong your under the gun range is. And then if they're feeling confident enough to 3-bet you in that situation, when, yes, sure, you could have, as we can kind of almost see up here in the top right, just underneath, in the info section, just underneath range, that they're going to have a very, very, very strong range if they're 3-betting your already very strong under the gun range. So you can comfortably fold that at 100% of the time. Even if it does turn out to be a bluff of your King 9 suited, you're just not in good shape there at all, and you're going to be put in some very, very tough spots, especially out of position as well, unless obviously you flop a flush. Okay, King Queen offsuit in the cutoff, raise that up, standard open, fold from the button. 3-bet from the small blind. And I shouldn't be showing that. That's kind of cheating. But 3-bet from the small blind. I reckon you can kind of fold that pretty comfortably. Yeah, so you have standard open. Then when it comes around to us back here, yeah, so we're folding that pretty much all the time. Sometimes doing a 4-bet, calling is just losing out on EV, I guess. If we look up here on the range thing, we bring up the small blind. So whereabouts is our king queen off? So what, king queen off is a 3-bet, I believe there. Wait, hang on, no. So king queen off. I believe this means that we're opening. No, that's the small blind. Oh, my bad. So yeah, king queen, sometimes raising, mostly folding, and then this is what the small blind's 3-betting range looks like on the left hand side here. So yeah, very strong. When you're 3-betting, when you're first to act from the flop. So there's our 10 hands, GTO score of 89%, 11 best moves, 1 wrong move, which was the opening the ace-2 suited under the gun. What was it, under the gun +1, I believe? Yeah, under the gun +1. Should just be a fold there with only ace-3 is a 50-50, and then all suited aces up from there. Alright, well, take care. Have a good one.